Hello and welcome. I had a technical problem there, and that's what delayed. And I think I'm actually live on Amazon and possibly on YouTube, but definitely not on LinkedIn. Uh, Good afternoon. This is Stephen, live from wonderful Wiltshire, England, and I think we're good to go. I think I should be. Listen, I'm going to try again. Okay, let me just try again. I know you can see me. I'm just trying. Right. Okay. I'm now live. Okay. So that was the journey. So I've not been here for 3 weeks. I've just been reminded by Amazon that I've not been broadcasting live on Amazon for 3 weeks. So let's go up here. I actually, for the first time in ages, I've actually got an agenda to actually go with. So if you're watching live on Amazon, thank you. If you're now watching on LinkedIn, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. This is Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. It is a Friday. It is the 17th. Yes, 17th of July. All is well. But the thing is that we are, well, there's something I want to talk about first, but the show is Lights, Camera, Action, and I am live from Wiltshire in England. Wiltshire is the county of Stonehenge, Avebury, Salisbury Cathedral. It's about 92 miles from London. And I live in Devizes, and we even have our own castle, which is magnificent, I have to say. One day I will show you a photograph of it. So, you know where I'm broadcasting from? What I'm broadcasting about is a book that's down the carousel, which is this one. And it is Barnaby's Perfect Broth, a tale of slowness in a fast world. Barnaby is a character that Angelica and I created in January, February of this year, and he features in this book. And this book is on Amazon. As you can see, it's down in the carousel. It's also available as a PDF, but it's on Kindle on Amazon, and it is a German language learning book for beginners, for intermediates, and for advanced. And Angelica and I created it. As I say, just a minute. Let me just try and take that off. I might be stuck. Okay. Angelica and I created it back in January, February time. And I'm actually going to start another book in August. I'm just preparing for it at the moment. So, okay. Now, at the moment, let's come back to me. At the moment in the UK, we have got, I'm just waiting for this change to take place. We've got our third heat wave of the year. Alexa, what is the temperature?
Good afternoon, Stephen. At the moment, it's 29 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 13 degrees.
It is 29 degrees outside and it's hot. We're not in the UK, we don't have air conditioning, so we're not built for hot weather. But we've been told this week that the hot weather we have had in May, June, and July, we will have next year in May, June, and July. Climate change is real. The country is bathed in sunshine, and we're not used to it, having to adapt to it. And it's quite an experience because there is no way that we can actually get air conditioning into every property in the UK. And we're going to have to change our lifestyles. I'll come back to that in a moment. But the map you've seen behind me is Barnaby's Grand Coastal Quest, mapping the Charles III England Coast Path, which was opened in May of this year. and by our king, and there it is. The path goes all the way around England, starts up in the northeast where it's blue, and then comes down at the northeast coast until it gets to the Wash, and round there, Ipswich and Suffolk. Then it goes around London, it goes along the southern part of England, it goes up round Cornwall, bypasses Wales, because this is the English coastal path, then it goes to the north and the northwest, and you can see a graphic of Blackpool Tower there. That's England. And if you were to walk the 2,700 miles, it would take you 9 to 12 months. So I haven't got 9 to 12 months to spend. So I sent Barnaby. Now, Barnaby appears in the book that's in the carousel, and Barnaby's been sent out to actually walk around England. And as he's walking, he's using his notebook, which is in his satchel, and he's noting down points of interest that you can visit whilst you're walking around England. Essentially, it means that whenever you go to the coast in England, you can look at Barnaby's almanac and it will tell you what you can see. So it's just brilliant. Now, the whole thing that you're looking at now has been created by me and by Angelica, but the images are by AI. And I totally believe in using AI to create content, to create useful content. And that's what we've done with the book. And this is basically, I've been able to use, I'm going to take that off for a moment because you know I'm from Wiltshire now, just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to hide that. And then, yeah, that's gone. I'm going to bring this in. So the graphic behind me has been created using Google Notebook LM, which as part of Google Workplace costs between $15 and $17. So everything I've done behind me costs $17 a month to do. And it's just so valuable. We created Barnaby using another Gemini, another Google tool, Gemini. So we use Google Gemini and Notebook LM to actually create the journey. And the journey is over 45 different sections all around the England coast. There is a website, it's barnabyturtle.com, and you can go there and you can travel all around England. You can watch 7 videos there. And in addition to that, there are PDFs you can actually download for free. So everything you see behind me is available for free on barnabyturtle.com. Let's just put this on screen for a moment. I just want to make an alteration. I'm just going to add something. So if you want anything to do with Barnaby's journey around England, just let me make sure I spelt it right. You can still hear me. You can't see me, but I'm still here. Update. And I'm going to come back to me. Everything I'm talking about is available for free on barnabyturtle.com. It's all right. I'm setting up a new studio and I'm adding things in as I think of them. So barnabyturtle.com is Barnaby's own website. And in addition to information about the book, you have the full journey around England. As I say, you can watch videos and you can download PDFs. And it's all been done with Google Notebook LM and Google Gemini. Notebook LM and Google Gemini were actually used to create Barnaby's Perfect Broth, which is down in the carousel. Now, Barnaby's Perfect Broth is a story, and it's a story about making the perfect broth. And the thing is that he's got 3 carrots, 2 potatoes, but he needs, I'm going to give you a story where he needs some mushrooms. So he has to go out in search of mushrooms, and he does. And he finds those mushrooms and he creates the most perfect broth. for which the recipe is available. And Gurk and I have tried it. It's actually delightful, beautiful taste, and so easy to do. And that's Barnaby Turtle. I've not been here for a while, so I'm catching up on things. The other thing I want to talk about is just give me a second. Right, I'm back again. Okay, so Barnaby Turtle, we've done. I just want to say thank you. This is from England. This is a big thank you. The World Cup, hosted in Mexico, Canada, and the USA, has been absorbing. It has been a journey. I know that our journey stopped when we got beat by Argentina, but that to a large extent was our own fault. But we really enjoyed the games that England played in. We enjoyed watching the USA team. We've seen so much amazing football over the weeks the tournament has been on. I think it's 7 weeks in total. And this weekend sees the final is on Sunday between Argentina and Spain. And I'm going to be barracking or sort of speaking for Spain. Spain is the country I'll be talking about and boosting over this weekend. And tomorrow is the third and fourth place, which normally gets forgotten. But from an English point of view, it's very important. If we can beat France, and we can, then we will finish in third place in the World Cup, which will be our best ever finish. So that is something that is important to us, and we want England to finish on a good note. And if they can win 2-1, then that will be most excellent. Okay, now we've talked about quite a few things. I'm just going to go up here. Don't forget, everything I'm talking about is on barnabyturtle.com. Okay. Now, I did say a few minutes ago that it's hot here. It is hot. We've never known it's hot. It's going to be the same next year. Climate change has changed our climate, and we are going to have heat in the UK going forward. It's for food. It's going to mean we can grow more crops that we couldn't grow before. But for us, it means that we have to adapt to a different way of life, because for years we've known that people in Spain and France have a siesta, and we've wondered why. Now we know why. They have a sleep in the middle of the day, and I think we're going to actually be joining them because it's just so hot. Now, I have joined the Diabetes UK 1 million step challenge, and the Diabetes UK 1 million step challenge has been designed. Just a minute. I just want to try something. Just give me a second. I'm still here. The 1 million step challenge is that between the 1st of July and the 3rd of September, you should travel by walking or running 1 million steps. Now, when I first heard that, hang on, taking a wrong turning, and go here, and hopefully I'll be back. Yeah, I'm back. The 1 million step challenge is to walk or run 1 million steps between the 1st of July and the 3rd of September. When somebody says to you, walk 1 million steps, you think, that's a lot. Gulp. That's a lot of steps to do. But when you break it down, over 90 days, it's 6 miles a day. So what I've committed to do is to walk 6 miles a day for 91 days. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm getting fitter, and it's working. I am, as we sit here now, I am on target to actually complete by September 30th 1 million steps, which is roughly between 500 and 600 miles. And it's a charity. Diabetes UK is a leading diabetes charity in the UK. I know that in the UK, 5 million people have diabetes, including me. And Diabetes UK is the best resource that we've got. There are equivalents in the USA to help people with diabetes, but when I was first diagnosed in July 23, Diabetes UK is the organization, the website that I went to find out more. Because when you're diagnosed, it's one heck of a shock and you need to know more. Diabetes UK explained to me how it was going to affect my life, going to affect what I ate, what I snacked on, how I exercised, how I actually conducted my life. And it has totally changed my life. And I have to say that with the exception that I do know I've got diabetes, uh, I'm fitter than I was 3 years ago. Um, so I'm supporting the Diabetes UK 1 million step challenge, and so are thousands of others around the UK as we raise funds for Diabetes UK. And it is a worthwhile cause to actually be involved in. And I did a walk I did a walk yesterday morning. I did a 4 mile walk, and that got me off to a good start. Then I went out again. The fortunate thing is that when I went out again, I went out in 30-degree heat, and that led to my siesta yesterday. I actually warmed myself out. The thing is that if you stay out in the heat, your body is fighting to keep your temperature low, and it's using your energy to do that. So just sitting in the heat could actually lower your energy levels. So I just zonked out yesterday afternoon and just went for a lie down. Anyway, back to the reason for this broadcast. Hello and welcome. And thank you for watching live on Amazon. If you're watching on Facebook, sorry, not Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube and LinkedIn, thank you. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. We're talking about a variety of subjects. I've actually got an agenda today. I'm based in Wiltshire, England, 30 minutes away from Stonehenge, and that's why the photograph, because I actually live close by. It is one of my photographs. Now, one of the things that I will be tomorrow, I'll come through. Yes. Okay. One of the things I'll be doing tomorrow, because tomorrow is Saturday, is I'll be taking part in Park Run. And Park Run is an activity that started in London, England, at Bushy Park in 2004. Paul Sinton Hewitt, who's South African, was working in London and he wanted to get some exercise. So he invited 12 of his friends to do a time trial at Bushy Park in London. And they did the first one, and he said, "Are we coming back next week?" And lo and behold, everybody turned up the following week. So that was week 2. And each week, more and more people were invited, and the runners at the Bushy Park actually increased. And they increased so much that they started a second park run at Wimbledon Common. And it was organised by a team who'd been trained by Paul Sinton Hewitt. So Park Run was started. There was a template. Because you got the second one, it used the same methods as the first one. As I sit here, 21 years later, in the UK, there are 1,423 park runs. Now, a park run takes place in the countryside, away from traffic. You're on an area of land which has no traffic whatsoever. You can just run the course, walk the course, jog the course, jeff the course, and you won't have any interference whatsoever. You can take a pram if you want. It's a community event. Around each of the 1,423 park runs in the UK, a community builds, because people meet up before the park run and then they go for a coffee after the park run. And the whole idea is that if you register at parkrun.org and get your barcode, then the run itself is timed. Yeah. And the idea is you're not racing anybody apart from yourself. And the idea is that you actually beat the previous week's time. Okay. And there are marshals. The lady there in the blue jacket is a marshal. Marshals at every course, usually between 10 and 30, depending on the size of the course. 1,243 park runs in the UK. There are park runs in Holland, been to Holland, Germany, been to Germany, Australia, been to Australia, and New Zealand and Japan. There are park runs in 28 countries in the world, including the USA. The lady there is a marshal. It's her job to cheer everybody on and to make sure that everything goes according to plan. And there are marshals all around the course, so you can't actually take the wrong path. Okay, now you see the guy in orange. Well, there's another guy in orange next to him, and then there's another guy in orange next to him. That is me, and that's me at our local park run, which is Quakers Walk in Devizes, and that's when we're setting off. Photograph is obviously taken in winter when it's a bit cooler, but that's what a park run's about. Park run is on Saturday at 9 o'clock, running 5 kilometers, 3.1 miles. The fastest of us can run the 3.1 miles in 17 minutes. The slowest of us, who are walking, can do the course in an hour and 7 minutes. And just like real racers, always wait for the last person. In fact, you can't be last on a park run because there is always a tail walker who's there to actually be last. Their job is to be last. In addition to that, you've got park walkers, and their job is to walk with people who are walking. And I've got a comment. I'm just going to try and see the comment and see if it's actually coming through to my studio. Most have looked of UK football team next year. Good to see you, Shopper. Thank you. Yes, we've still got one match left, Shopper. We're actually playing France tomorrow in New York, I think. At 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, England play France. That should be a darn good match because basically both teams have got amazing strikers, so there should be a lot of goals in the match. And I'm going to go with 2-1 for England against France tomorrow, and I'm going to go 3-0 for Spain on Sunday. Those are my predictions for the weekend. But thank you for hosting the World Cup. It's been an amazing tournament. I know the Scots were over. They had an amazing time over in Boston, and it's just worked out so well. Despite everything that goes in the background, football is the winner, and billions of people around the world have been able to watch entertaining football matches with skills displayed. And Shopper, I say thank you from everybody outside the USA, really. Okay, so back to this. That's me doing a park run, and it's a very enjoyable way to start the week. It's free. If you're in the USA, then basically there will be a park run near to you. There are an increasing number in the USA, and in actual fact, every single week, 500,000 people take part in a park run, and you could be one of them. And it's free. In the UK, our National Health Service recommend park run. Our doctors recommend park run. The whole health establishment in the UK supports park run, and park run itself is a charity. So everything that we do to help is going to fund, because it's not just this. This is the adult park run, yeah. There's also a junior park run, and juniors can take part in park run from the age of 2. And the park run goes from 2 to 13. It is, well, that's on Sundays. So park run real or adult is on Saturdays, and then park run juniors is on Sundays. And it is to get children of school age and preschool age exercising, and it takes place 9 o'clock on a Sunday. And it's good to see Good to see. I want to say thank you, Shopper, again for the comment. It's the first comment I've had in a while, but all good. So that is park run. If you find a park run near you, then do go along. You can Google it and you'll find a park run near you. And just a reminder, let's go here. Just let me do this. Okay. If you go to barnabyturtle.com, you will find more about Barnaby Turtle. You will find King Charles III path, which goes all the way around England, and you can follow it, download the PDF, watch the videos, get involved, and brilliant. So that's it. That's it for today. I want to say a big thank you for watching live. I want to say thank you for the comments. I want to wish you a wonderful weekend. I want to wish England well on Saturday when they play France, and Spain well when they play Argentina. You've been watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England. Take care. Goodbye for now.